Hey, y'all wanted to spice it up in the kitchen, but you was afraid to? Even thought about calling Dr. Ruth? We are going to heat it up in the kitchen, spice it up. 2 versions of jalapeno poppers, Texas Twinkie and Armadillo eggs. Come on, things is fixing to get hot. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by the backyard. My name is Kent Rollins, and welcome to another episode of Cowboy Cooking. And we've been getting a lot of stuff coming down the hot wire. Oh, I mean, it is overloading the telegraph system here. Beagle and Duke can't even keep up with all y'all's requests. And what is that request? Jalapeno poppers. One is our version of a Texas Twinkie. Woo, got some cream cheese and some brisket stuffed in there that's been smoked slow. So good. But what is the other one? You see him crawling around sometime in South Texas, and what does he do? Lay an egg. Armadillo eggs. Woo! Got some sausage wrapped around them, but I'm not going to tell you the secret that is that crunchy crust that goes with it, because you're going to have to stick around to see it. And for all you new viewers, we want to welcome you, but we also want to remind you that everything that we use in these videos will be listed right down there in the little description below. So reach in there with that knife, come down both sides, and then reach in the back, cut it loose from the stem end. You can peel part of that out, but take the back side of a spoon. You can clean that out even better, makes it easier. So I went to the store and I picked some out. I like to get the brightest green color I can to it. You can see this one is a little paler than the other, but also see where this one sort of has some bruises and some indentions, and sometimes they'll just have little white veins in them too. I'm gonna tell you folks, them little white veins is a sign to tell you that I'm finna make your blood pressure go up. I'm gonna heat you up and I'm gonna make your eyes water. Remember what I told you so many times? When you are cleaning these peppers, don't be scratching your butt, picking your eyes, or winding your watch, because you're going to pay for it later, I promise you. Got us some cream cheese that is softened. Now, I like to go ahead and just sort of mash this around a little. And we have got us some cha-cha. We have cha-cha. I even see Shan squinting them little eyes. What is cha-cha? Cheese of your choosing. That's what it is. Now, today I'm using a little Monterey and a little cheddar. We're going to add a little bit of onion powder because I like the way it is. I really be liking me some roasted garlic to put in this. Now, you can roast your own and put in there, but hey, this here was handy right there in the icebox, so I just got it out. So let's get this mixed well. Let's go to stuffing some of these, and you can take it to where you can just pull it down on one side and then put it in there. But I like to take the back side of that spoon and make sure you load that gun all the way up, because we need it to be loaded. You just go right ahead in there and fill him plumb up. And looky there. Everybody's in the boat and ready to go.
That was a great technique there, Kim.
I thought it was. Well, we got some JC Potter. And I like to cut it.
Because why?
Potter packs the flavor. Y'all ever see that commercial? They will be some folks out there say, I remember that commercial. The little dancing hog come across the screen of the TV, dancing along, shaking a skillet. You didn't see it, Shan?
I don't know that
Oh,
one.
it was a good one. Cut them in about that big of pieces, and we're going to need 4 of them. So we're going to cut there and there. Do y'all see that? It is a rare sight. Look at it. It's not blowing. I ain't going to have no trouble using it. That's what I'm talking about. So I want you to just take one of these for right now. Put it right here in the big middle of this. Just give it a little mashing, or guess what? You can use one of these fancy husband trainers if you want to use it. Just roll it out pretty thin, because did y'all see the Scotch egg video that we did? Shan will have you a link right up there. You need to get this sausage pretty thin so you get that even cook time in there. So leave the stem out, because that is what we call presentation here. Roll him around here. Make sure that you get him all rolled up really well. Go ahead and fold him over. I like to just roll them all around till you get everything covered. Now, that is about the thickness or the thinness that we are after. Roll her around with your sushi rolling technique. Pulling your paper as you go so the sausage will meet somewhere and stick a hole. When you pull that off, see what might have happened? But hey, it ain't no step for a stepper. Just take you some of that piece back on there. Any excess that you have that you think might be too thick, hey, pull it off there. You need a little, patch the hole. It is quite simple. And wait, there was a secret. Remember, a crunchy ingredient that's going to get the topping on there? What was it? Potato flakes.
What?
Yep, you heard me right, folks. Potato flakes. So take the stem in. Let's go ahead and roll them right around in here a minute.
In what?
In the egg wash. Get them out. Give them a coating. Make sure everybody got some. And then what we're going to do, go back in here again, because we like to what? Double baptize. So there you go. There is the first participant ready to go. Let me get the rest of them this away, and we're going to fry them. Well, we got our Finex Dutch oven out here. Got us about 2.5, maybe a little more inches of good fry oil in there. Heating it up to about 350. You can just sick them right here. See that fry? We know it's all right. Well, you seen that first version, you did, but let's talk about a Texas Twinkie our way. You want to? Hey, same thing on them jalapenos. We took all of them out just like we did before. The cream cheese and the cheese mixture is the same, but what we're going to add to it, some smoked brisket. Now, I'm going to give you the option here. You don't have to put barbecue sauce with it if you don't want, but hey, I sort of like mine. And how much ever meat you want in it, hey, you go ahead and load it up. Now, you can do this with leftover steak. You can do this with pork butt. Whatever you want to mix in there to fill these with, hey, it's a happy meal. It's whatever makes you happy. So let's get all this incorporated well together. Rake him over here on that sideboard. Get him stuffed down in there. Now you want to make sure you can get these as full as possible. Make sure you pack both ends to get everybody in there, because these are going to be wrapped in bacon. So hey, get them plumb full. After you stuffed them, take you some of that bacon, and I like to use the really good bacon, not the cheap bacon. Go ahead and overlap that a little to where everybody's going to get sealed up. Just run him all the way around. Whatever you got left on the end, tuck him back around. Pin him with a toothpick, and looky there, it is a Texas Twinkie near done. Now, we're going to cook these in a 14-inch Dutch oven today, but I don't want you to lay them directly in the oven. Looky here what we got, a rack. We got them wrapped up, folks. All them presents is ready to go under the tree, but what? We're taking them to the fire instead, so let's get to cooking. We had us a pretty good pile of hardwood lump there, raked it off to one side, then made us a ring around there. Pretty good ring of coals, hot around the outside. Keep it backed off a little, heavy on top, because we want to get that bacon to sizzling. We won't have to rotate much today, maybe once or twice, but there is no wind. Look, old Gloria is standing still, she is. So we'll keep an eye on these, try to keep duking the beagle out of them. Y'all stick around, because we ain't near done yet. We've been on about 15 minutes we have, and this is hotter than that oven in the house. So let's do a little checking, and looky here. Whew, that bacon is beginning to crisp up. Them peppers is bulging open. So let's take it off that bottom heat. Leave that top on there just a little, just to crisp it up a little more on the top. And we will be good to go. Well, we got them fried up, and we're going to let them cool off a minute, because that, woo, it'll burn the hair off your tongue in a hurry, they will. And we're going to mix us up some sauce. What? Yes. Put a shuffle in your feet. Make you want to eat. Yes, it does for sure. So what does it start with? Some good honey. You think this is odd, don't you? That the Cowboy would put ranch dressing in with the honey? Whew, just one of them little packets. Dump her right in there. I don't know how to say this word, but so I'm going to call it Worcestershire. Or Worcestershire sauce. Some prepared horseradish. And we ain't never got no utensils, Beagle. They all get carried off. So we're going to try to get some out of there and just put in there. Texas Twinkie first. Now, see that good bacon, how it browned all the way around? Now, I didn't rotate them over there while I was cooking, but you seen me, I did check it just to make sure. How crisp do you want your bacon? That's how long you got to let her go. But you also want these peppers to get blistered and get soft, and that's what's happening. Now, folks, it's live. This pin has been pulled. This one is fixing to explode. I'm guaranteeing you, I'm going to try to attach it so it don't go off. There we go. I feel safer now. How about y'all? That thing's hot, Shan, burning my fingers. So, we're going to talk about these while we're here. And ain't that a pretty dish right there, folks? I mean, another tip I'm going to give you just because I like you. You need to be thickening something like a stew or maybe a broth that's got some beef in it or something like that. Put you some tater flakes in there. It'll thicken it right up. But fry these till they're good golden brown. You'll make sure that that sausage is cooked through that away. Dip her in the sauce. While we're at it, I'm just going to go ahead and combine the two. Ow! 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 That's what you call the hot pepper dance. By using them potato flakes, it's like you just opened up a bag of fresh Lay's, got some jalapeno and sausage in mixed with them. It is so good, got that crunch, but then you get to that center, cream cheese, double cheese, got a little bit of that onion that you can see come out of there with.
We interrupt your programming to bring you some breaking news. We have Kent Rollins live in the field with some special coverage. Kent, can you tell us what's going on out there?
Something we did left out because we have forgot something that is very important. Now, a lot of these recipes, when you be using it, they'll be saying for this recipe here to use a canned jalapeno, one that is pickled. I take them peppers before I ever start and I put them just right over the burner. And I just blister them till they begin to pop just a little, and you'll see little white specks coming in them. But I forgot. Y'all, please forgive me in YouTube land, because it will be in the recipe. The blistering is just for the armadillo egg. We done cooked these long enough that they have baked and they are soft. See the difference in the color and the brightness and the texture of them two peppers. Don't forget to blister this one on the armadillo egg. Well, we thank y'all for dropping by the backyard. Hope you enjoyed our two versions of some jalapeno poppers. Texas Twinkies and armadillo eggs. Everything we use, remember, will be listed down there in the little description below. And we've had a lot of y'all that's been asking, hey, what about this Blacklock stuff that Lodge has coming out? Reckon y'all could do a review on it? Well, folks, if the stars align, next Wednesday we're going to try to do our first ever YouTube live video if we have signal wherever we're at. You know, another upcoming event we're going to have a booth at the Wichita Falls Ranch Rodeo at the Impact Center down there. The little link will be down there below where you can catch us down there in August if you want to. Once again, we always tip our hat to our servicemen and women and veterans and all those who have served for keeping Old Glory flying wherever we're at. Whether you're abroad or in the States, we tip our hat and we pray for you on a constant daily basis. So thank you again for stopping by the backyard. God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the Pepper Picking Patch Trail. Now I want you to look at my eyeballs, Shan, right there. There is a bug crawling on me. See him? I can see him. See him? He's a gnat right there on the right.
I did.
You got him? Thank you. I didn't want to rub up there with jalapeno on me because, whoo, go ahead and pull it off that bottom heat. Let it sit. Uh-oh, the burglar alarm has went off. It has. What do we got going on here? Oh, folks, they say there was not enough beef in this recipe. That's what they're mad about. Sometimes you be having a little bit of filling left over for your Twinkies, and who you gonna give it to? Twinkle Toes and the Beagle Dog. There you go, Big. Try this, Dookie. What do you think? Any tail wags? Any tail wags?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I got me some cream cheese that is softened, I do. We're going to have to break in action because Ken ain't got nothing to mix it with.